Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel called Space R. Here I will be explaining about new latest technologies about in software and about methodology, about concepts in software and etc. So my name is Rutvik. So let's start our video. So you may have learned about various methods in software like traditional method, waterfall method and etc. So we have a new method called Agile. Actually this is not new, but it's a recent method which is practiced mainly in offices and which is very helpful for students in clearing the Agile subject. So today I am talking about Agile. So what do you mean by the term called Agile? So yeah, exactly, which is easily movable and which is not complex. So in software also, this term plays the same role in the method of the software industry. So for starting in Agile, basically we have 12 principles of Agile, namely satisfy the customer, welcome the change, deliver frequently, work together, trust and support, face-to-face conversation. Seventh one is working software, eighth one is sustainable development, and ninth one is continuous attention. 10th one is maintain simplicity. 12th one is self-configuration teams, and 12th one is redirect and adjust. So I will explain you step by step about the. I will explain you all the 12 principles from first to the 12th one. So so the first one is satisfy the customer. So example, you are going to a grocery shop and you are buying a product, then you have to satisfy with that. Like if you are buying a biscuit, maybe it be 10 rupees or 5 rupees or etc. But you have to, from inside you have to get satisfaction that okay, I am ready to eat this, or I am ready to purchase this. So in the software industry also the same thing happens. If a client is giving you a project, he should be satisfied with that. Like he should feel okay, it is the same way which I've thought, or which I wanted to do, or which I wanted to develop. So that is the first point called satisfy the customer. The second point, welcome change. So I will take the same example of the biscuit packet. 10 years ago you might have eaten Parle-G, but today you are eating dark fantasy. That means in the biscuit industry the changes have been happening. The same 10 years ago biscuits are not coming right now. Daily some new product or some new biscuit is coming. So in the second point, welcome change. Example, in WhatsApp, you before you didn't have anything like to keep status or to keep any status or anything, or except than chatting. No video calls, no audio calls were there. But now the technology has been changed. That means you have to welcome the change. You have to accept the change regularly. Deliver frequently. So the frequency of your update should be there. If you are rolling an update today, so within 2 months or 3 months the next update should be coming, because people are very curious for change, changing. Like if something has been changed in your app, like the Android version is changing day by day, so you are enjoying it, you are accepting it. So that is called deliver frequently. The fourth one is work together. You have to work together as a team, not as an individual. Example, 25 kgs of weight can be lifted by a single person, but if 2 or 3 people are there, it would be lifted easily. So any burden of the project should be contributed within your teammates or within your batchmates, such that if you work together, the work will be completed very soonly or very fastly before the deadline. So the fifth point is trust and support. So trust. So when a client comes to you and blindly trust on you, like he will hand over the project to you, so that is called trust. So we have to deliver the project on time, and we have to deliver the project as the client wants, because he trusts on us. Support. So support is that, like in any small app you will have support. Support is like, example, Swiggy or Zomato, you will have a support helpline or a help. Like if you don't receive your package, or if your payment is stuck in the gateway, you will directly approach the support and you will ask them what is the query and what is the status about the order. So the sixth point, face-to-face conversation. So the face-to-face conversation is necessary. Daily or weekly, you have to do a face-to-face conversation with your manager or a team leader, such that you will inform him about the project, what is going on what is lacking in the project, has to be done. So that is the sixth point. Now I come to the seventh point, that is working software. The software should be working according to the client and according to his requirement, such that he will feel happy and he will give more and more projects. So 8 point, sustainable development. 8 point is sustainable development. Example, you are pushing a wall, but if you push with the help of 100 people or 1000 people, it won't be moving, or it won't be create any work. So the same example, if you are buying some vegetables and coming, so some little amount of work is done, but the work is done. Here if you push thousands of hours, also no work will be done, but the matter of 10 minutes of bringing vegetables from grocery shop, but the work is done. The same is applicable in the sustainable development. That means you can do little amount of work, but the work has to be done. There is no hurry and worry of doing the work. You have to do lots of work in a single day. It's not the policy. You can do little amount of work daily, but and in the end you will achieve your goals. Ninth, continuous attention. Continuous attention is, you have to pay attention on what work you are doing and what quality of work you are doing, and if the work is correct or not. Continuously you have to create audits about the work. You have to create meetings. You have to create one-on-one discussion with some people, such that you will able to know and what pace you are doing the work and what is the actual work you are doing. So the 10th point is maintain simplicity. You have to do the work in a simple manner. You have to there is no need of doing work in a hi-fi way, or you have to do a work like you have to do the work 24 hours. You have to do work continuously. You can do work simply in a calm way, and you can achieve your goals. So the 11th point is self-configuration teams. You have to self-configure yourself. Like the example, your Windows will be configuring itself for once in a month or once in a week, like that. That means you have to incorporate the changes in the system. You have to incorporate changes in the project, in yourself, in the team, and in the project. So the 12th one and the last one is redirect and adjust. Redirect means, if you type any website in the Google, then some websites are some pop-up will be coming. The website is not available. We are redirecting to the latest website. That means you have to leave the old ways of planning, old ways of work, and adapt a new way and redirect yourself to that. And adjust. You have to adjust according to the work. Like sometimes client needs a urgent demand in the project, urgent requirement. You have to adjust yourself in that, and you have to satisfy the client according to that. So these were the 12 principles of Agile, which are used now and in the corporate world, and which are very useful to clear your examination. Our next topic is Agile process models. So for doing any project, you need some process models, such that it would have some significance of the model, and if you follow this if you follow a set of rules in that, then your project will be successful. So mainly there are 7 types of process models in Agile, in which first 3 are important, that is Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, Adaptive Software Development. 5th one is Crystal, 6th one is Feature Driven Development, 7th one is Agile Modeling. So in this I will explain the first 3, which are very important. So first we'll come to Scrum. Scrum means you have to divide and conquer. So here the same we will apply in the software development. Scrum means we will divide the project into chunks and then we will develop them and then we will do the project. So here in Scrum we have teams which are called Scrum teams, and the head is called a Scrum Master. So example, design is taken a set of time which is called an iteration. So each iteration is for 2 or 4 weeks. So in this Scrum they have daily Scrum meeting, which means all the team members and project managers have 10 to 15 minute discussion before starting the day about what happened yesterday and what is the progress in that. So that is basically Scrum. And second one is Kanban. Kanban means eliminate the waste. That means the waste is eliminated such that the work is minimal. The work is very less and the productive is very more. So in Kanban, it's a different process where a big cardboard is used and stick papers are used for seeing what is the progress and what is the development of the project. So now I will show you a model and I will explain how it is done. First one, requirements are called as backlog. These are the backlogs. Then some are selected from that. The second stage is selected. So some backlogs are selected from that. Then the third stage goes to the developer, in which the first one is in on process and the second one is done. The fourth one is testing, which is ongoing testing and which one is done. So here in the second diagram you can see the flow goes from first to the last one, that is deployment. Then here you can see the next one, which is analysis, just being doing. The analysis is that the goal is clear or the story is correct or all the things are correct. Then it is served as done. Then again it goes to the development part and then the development is done. The development is done correctly, then everything is done. Then acceptance. If the client is okay with this and the client is satisfied with the product, then the product is launched. Then here you can see what is called 1 star is priority, 2 star is panic. Priority means it is priority and the 2 stars means it is very urgent and it has to be done very urgently. Then the green note indicates it's completed and the second one is blocked. And then who is doing this, the name of the person, like his employee ID or etc. Then what we will put first, which is the requirement we have to put first. The panic features is put first because it is very necessary to be done. Then the priority and then the remaining one. So the third and most important methodology is extreme programming in Agile. So it has more than 12 ways of doing, but the 3 are main. The first one is metaphor, second one is release planning, and the third one is testing. So I will explain you each of them by turn. So first we will come to metaphor. So metaphor is all development conversation should be very simple and very clear, such that the developer will understand what is the problem and what he has to develop. So we have to give the whole team we have to give the team whole picture about what we are describing and what the parts fit in the system. So words are used typically for identifying and should be chosen from a metaphor. So it is similar to the English term called metaphor, and its default metaphor is in the business domain and public domain. The second one is release planning. Release planning is done via user stories or user or customer description about the product and how the resource are being taken from the product. So the second one is release planning. The third one is test driven development. Test driven development means we extremely test the code or test the software in such a way that we get a final product and with minimum errors or minimum amount of discrepancy in the project. Now we will come to the next topic called Agile project life cycle. So to create any project you need a specific instructions, like a specific process. Like if you are buying a product in Amazon, first you will select the product, then you will add into the cart, then you will go to the payment, and then it will be delivered. So this is called a process. So in project life cycle also you need a process. So first, planning. You have to plan about what you need, what you want to do, like you have to, how much time it will take, how much staff it will take, how much work hours it will take. So you have to plan. So like example, for beginning a semester, a teacher will plan about the semester, how it will, like how many hours I will, if I teach, how fastly my portion will get over, how fastly my syllabus will get over. So like this, in the corporate world, you have to plan first. You have to plan for anything. Then second one is requirement analysis. So what is the requirement for the client, like what he needs? So you have to analysis, is it feasible to me? If I can gather the same requirements, if I can do the project on the same requirements. Like if you're going to shopping, first you will, in home you will plan, like you will, what I require to, what I will shop, what I will need. So in the same way we have to, in this it is called requirement analysis. The third stage is design. So what will be the design of the project, like the user interface, or how it will be looking, how it will be visible for the customer who is using that. So that is called design. So all this, when it's done, then you build the software with the help of developers, with the help of programmers. You will try to accumulate what is the requirements, what is the design, what I have planned. Then you will build the software according to that. Then after the software is built, the last one is testing. So in the end of semester you will have an exam. That means it is called testing. What you have acknowledged, what you have gained the knowledge, what you have done, like are you understanding the subject or like that. So here testing is for rectifying the errors. What are the errors we are getting, what is the thing we are getting. Then it again goes on for the planning for the next thing. So this is for the one iteration. One iteration means a one developed product. Then secondly, second time you have to update a product, then you have to do the same thing, and then you will get the second iteration. So this is for the n number of iteration. How many you are doing, it depends upon you, and this is the project life cycle we follow in Agile. I come to my last topic, which is called Agile tools. So tools are very necessary for doing a project. So it is a medium, like for calling a person, as SIM card is a medium. For developing a project, we need a tool, a proper platform to do the project. So here are the most 10 common tools which are used right now in daily life. So first one is Jira, which and second one is Active. Third one is Agile for Scrum, which is only dedicated to do Scrum projects. So fourth one is Spicer Team. Fifth one is Pivotal. Sixth one is USTS. Seventh one is iScrum, which is again used only for Scrum. Eighth one is Gravity. Ninth one is Sprint Ground, and 10th and last one is Veron. So now I will summary up you what all we learned today in Agile. So first of all, I spoke little about Agile. Then I spoke about the 12 principles of Agile, which are very fundamental and necessary for in an Agile team. Then types of processes which are used in Agile, which were Kanban, Scrum and Extreme Programming. These I gave the explanation. Then I talked about the Agile project life cycle. Now lastly I am concluding it with Agile tools. So if you like my video, please subscribe and like the subscribe to my channel and like the video for interesting updates more on technology and software.